States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible.
Madam Clerk, please have roll call.
Roll call, Mayor Nickerson.
Here.
Vice Mayor Martin.
Present.
Councilperson Erba.
Present.
Councilperson Lightfoot Ward. Councilperson Winters.
Here.
Also present for the record, Janice Jacoby, Village Clerk, Christy Alou, Village Manager. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much, appreciate that. Do I have approval of the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda.
Moved by Councilperson Urban, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor Martin, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay, hearing none. The first resolution, there's Mr. Johnson. Clerk Jacoby, we could hand over that resolution to him so he can read it to the record for us. Just read that, resolution 2025-30 into the record for us.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Resolution 2025-30, adoption of non-ad valorem year 2025-2026. A resolution of the Mayor and Village Council of the Village of El Portal of Miami-Dade County, Florida, adopting the rate for solid waste and recycling services in the Village of El Portal as indicated in Attachment A, imposing solid waste and recycling assessment for property located within the Village of El Portal for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025, approving the rate of assessment for the budget for fiscal year 2025-2026, fixing the time and date for final adoption of the assessment, providing for incorporation of recitals, providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much, you guys. This is about the solid waste. This is not about the contracts. This is separate from that. This is something that we have to adopt to have solid waste and recycling services. And the non-ad valorem is not set by us either. So that's not the ad valorem, that's not the taxes. This is different. This is just a procedural thing about having solid waste and recycling services. Do I have any questions or comments from the council? Councilperson Lightfoot Ward.
I couldn't see it anywhere. Did the rate go up?
For non-ad valorem?
Yeah.
For the non-ad valorem, the rate is not set by us. It usually goes up year after year just because cost goes up, but it's out of our control, the non-ad valorem.
Well, thank you for the information, but it doesn't answer the question. Did we know that it was gonna go up? And the answer ought to have been, how much? And it's not there, so, I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna have it go, but it just seems like we're telling the residents, it doesn't matter, you're gonna pay for it. Well, we should at least know what it is, what the cost is. Been here too many years now. When I was just here 2 years, it was one thing.
Again,
Not to know that simple question. He's not here, so, all right, we're gonna do what we gotta do this year, but
again, the non-ad valorem, Madam Manager, if you want to jump in, the non-ad valorem is something that's not set by us.
No, this is a non-tax fee that is set by Miami-Dade County annually. It is certified in June, July during the summer months and processed in that way. This is your solid waste bills. This is what it sets. And in terms of does it go up, it goes up according to what is provided to the county and how those, they assess, gasoline, service fees, those kinds of things. So I don't have the exact numbers of what we paid last year, but I can get those if you give me a little time. But in the meantime, this is not set by the village, but we do have to certify it as a part of the whole budgeting process.
Mr. Mayor, the reason I asked is for it will come back. It will come. But right now, we're trying to adopt it without actually having the information that we need to have. Sure.
Here. Let's use this switch because I can.
Hello.
Yes, Councilperson Michael Ward, go ahead.
No, that was my saying. Everybody want me to say it again, I probably can't do that, but if you read it, it says recycling services in the village of El Portel, imposing solid waste and recycling assessment for property located within the village, okay, et cetera, et cetera. But monetarily, these are just a bunch of words. It's the tax rate that I'm more concerned about.
No, this is the non-tax fee on
No.
property. We pay for recycling through the county, and the special assessment for solid waste is through your tax bill through the county, but it's a part of what you will receive annually from Miami-Dade County, and we're just setting that this is the fee for El Portal.
And I still don't know what the fee is.
It's outlined in the item. You may have units based
you're
on the
talking about-
folios.
okay.
Yes, if
I
you
got
look
it.
in your item, you'll see them.
Authorization to proceed based on these numbers. With that said, what are we paying now? 3,015? 8 and 10 cents? Is that what we're doing, or that's what we're trying to get to?
I don't understand the
You're
question.
looking at authorization to proceed?
Yes,
Okay. What are we talking about in terms of, this is waste management now. I'm not being facetious. This is waste management. It happens every year. People don't know what it means. And I'm one of the people that said, I tell you what, we'll put it we'll put it on at the next council meeting so that you will know where we're going, why we're doing it, and we have been doing it all the time. What I asked was, what is it now? And I can see what it is going to be later. All I'm trying to ask is, what is it now? It doesn't tell me now. It just tells me what it's going to be, $383,818.
if you will give me a moment, I will get the one from last year for
Excellent.
you. Thank you.
You always do a good job. Thank you.
Anyone else from the council? Hearing, seeing none, moving on to. Hearing, seeing none, moving on to the audience. Anyone from the audience about the special assessment, non-ad valorem tax, waste and recycling services? Say your name, address for the record.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Frances Siegel at 214 Northwest 91st Street. So the manager signed a contract with the property appraisal for the rate of $446.82. I thought we signed with Coastal for the amount of $487.80. So are you going to make a change? Are you going to make a change with Dade County on how much they're going to collect from the residents?
No,
No?
the village typically pays the residual. So the residents pay the fee that it's set, and whatever is residue, the village absorbs. And we've done that for the past couple of years. Oh, sorry. No, the village of El Portel pays the residue of that amount to make up the difference, and we've done that
So
for
we're
some
going to
years.
pay,
So
for
the
the
resident will
8
pay this, but the village of El
it'll be
Portel.
about $35,000 for the difference for 859 residents?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that is why, when we had the meeting about solid waste last week and selected, the price was so important because the village makes up the difference.
Couldn't we had met with the solid waste companies before you had signed the contract with the property appraisal? So we could have been in sync with what the residents would have paid individually, household, to Miami-Dade, the actual cost.
It's not set by the companies. This is something that they work out with the companies. This is the county's fee. Ms. Francis, I could take you
I'm-
aside and discuss it
Couldn't we
with you.
pay this, if we had met earlier, before July, we could have maybe then made, the residents would have paid the $487.80. I know it's still coming out of our pockets, but then now we have to readjust our budget for the 35,000. Well, actually, when I looked at the budget, the actual cost as an expense was much more than what we were going to collect. Why, wouldn't that be the same? Is there additional costs on top of the payment that we make to Miami-Dade?
We aren't in a position to negotiate this fee. This is the fee that the county has negotiated and requires that the municipalities then authorize. And so we don't know what that is until it is, and there's a process that goes, takes about a year to get to this. So it was signed with this in mind, but we have not passed those fees on to the resident. We could raise it, but we've chosen not to, and we've absorbed the cost,
But
the residual costs in the past
Even
and
on the
continue to do
budget,
that.
you have 383,000, which did equal exactly to the proposal revenue. But the cost, on the other side, you had it much higher, like over 419,000 on the expense, when we're only gonna pay 383,000 approximately in garbage and recycle. I was just wondering why the cost is much higher than what we're going to actually pay in, if that's what we agreed with the waste department.
I don't have the answer for you at this moment. When our CFO and I are able to sit with you and go through this, we will do this this week if you're available. Okay.
You know,
Thank you very much, Ms. Siegel. Anyone else from the audience? Waste and recycling services? Hearing, seeing none. Back to the council. Do I have any further questions or comments? Do I have a motion? Moved by Councilperson Lightfoot Ward. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilperson Winters. Madam Clerk, please have a roll call.
Roll call, Councilperson Winters,
Yes.
Councilperson Lightfoot Ward, Councilperson Erba,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Martin,
Yes.
Mayor Nickerson.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you very much. Is there any good and welfare from the audience? Anything at all? We're going to move right to the final budget hearing if not. Seeing none. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Councilperson Lightfoot Ward. Do I have a second? Second by Councilperson Winters. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Hearing none, the solid waste special assessment meeting for Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025 is adjourned at 6:48 p.m.
All right, we got two
Give me
more.
a second.